Good morning, everybody. All of the heat and sunlight from the past couple of days has evaporated. And on Techio, we are going to be the first people in the store, which means we have first dibs on the hot bread. Oh, nope, there we go, cool. Wait, I don't see any bread. We'll grab some donuts though. Do I want small donuts or do I want big donuts? I want big donuts. Boom, we got our sandwich bread. Crazy enough, the Coke was on sale today. It was only like $1.50 a bottle, which is wild. I did find some Dr. Pepper in there. We're not at Nordcap anymore, but we're still in the Arctic Circle. The donuts in the bag. Okay, I think it has stopped. And our first task for today is head to the grocery store and see if we can't recycle these bottles. I got some of these in Norway, and Norway is a different country, so I'm not sure if they will even let me get money for recycling them. But I'm feeling ambitious. Let's give it a shot. Fucking bike. Let's go. This one is from Norway, and these two are from Finland. So there's a possibility that doing this is technically tax fraud. No, accept it. Let's try this one. Okay, like that one. It did not like either of my two big bottles. Seems like my front brake has stopped working. God, the brakes on this thing are so fucking borked. Okay, I'm looking at my brake pad. It literally came off. The brake material literally just... I've literally never seen a brake do this before. But they just came apart. And the other brake pad is completely gone too. What the fuck? Luckily, we still have the spare brake pads that came with the bike, but that's insane. I've never seen brake pads do that. Wait a minute. These brake pads aren't even replacements. Look at this. The spare ones are much too long. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been here working on this fucking thing for like an hour now. Okay, it's not perfect, but I was able to jerry-rig the mismatched brake pads, so I think it should at least stop the bike now. Oh. I am seriously considering just riding this bike off into the fucking ocean. And of course, it's raining. Okay, we are now in Kalari, Finland. Oh, this is the place I had my first reindeer burger. We've almost gone 80 miles today on a single charge. Oh my God, I just realized I'm using this app again and it wants me to cross the fucking river. Okay, but I see a bridge. Good app, okay. Almost had a heart attack there. I do believe we are going to be crossing back into Sweden. Yes, welcome to Sweden. And then I believe that we're staying here. Deson's Cafe and Lodge. I am astounded that we made it. We went almost 100 miles today. We are getting double the range that we were getting like 5 days ago. Deson's Cafe and Lodge. Ah, it's fine.
My shoes are also safe at the steps.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm done. I'm leaving.
You're done?
Yes, I'm leaving. Yes. Thank you. No, you guys got to see this. He did not want me charging my batteries in there because he didn't want like a Chinese fire or something. So he made me wrap them in these plastic bags and use their engine warming. This is the first place I've seen where somebody does not let me charge in the building. I totally understand why. I'm not complaining. It's just interesting that this is the first time it's happened. Hey, they're pretty dry. Cool. Oh no, the place that I booked is 100 miles away. That is not gonna happen today. RIP. We are gonna stop and get breakfast at the grocery store up here. It is the same store you guys saw in the main season. The one with the weird sandwich bread. Look at that. Don't you love it when the brakes work? Got the sandwich spread out, ready to go. We're trying a new type of bread. This is like a square, thick bread. God fucking damn it, a bunch of bees are attacking my food. We're fucking leaving. Fucking bees, god damn it. We are going back into Finland. We'll eat breakfast in a sec. Okay, this looks like a relatively bee-free place. God fucking damn it, my front brake isn't working anymore. God, this bike is such a fucking joke. Absolutely fucking no brakes. Hey, check this out though. It's super gloomy, the sun isn't out, but it's warm enough that I don't need to wear my gloves. It's crazy how fast it's getting warm by just going down a little bit. There is a McDonald's advertisement on the side of a barn. Okay, I was able to find somebody who will store the bike for the winter, but they are in Helsinki. Helsinki is like 500 miles away, and I sort of booked a flight in 7 days, thinking that I could make it in time. So we need to fucking book it for the next 7 straight days to hopefully get there in time. And going fast means taking the fast roads. There's lots of fast cars, but this is the most direct way to get there. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. I had a flat tire because there was a nail in my tire. I thought it would be really quick, pull it out, patch it. My tire stem is leaking. That is not something you can patch. That's not something that can be fixed. That is a hole that is, the inner tube is fucking ruined. I obviously don't have a spare anymore. So, it sounds like we're good and fucked. It is a pretty aggressive leak too. And my inflatable pump has died. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. So, we're gonna go a little bit, fill up the tire, go a little bit, fill up the tire, go a little bit, fill it up. Because we cannot patch the tire stem. The nearest like actual town is 14 miles away. Okay, after having to stop to fill up the tire like every 3 minutes, we went 14 miles and we made it to a town. Okay, there's a pizzeria up the street. We can charge batteries, do all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna sit in this parking lot real quick and I'm gonna take a better look at this inner tube. This is a slightly more convenient place to work on shit. What I'm hoping is that the tire stem doesn't actually have a problem, that there's a hole somewhere else and the air is just escaping from the tire stem because the rest of it's sealed. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, I did in fact find the hole. There was a staple stuck in here, but part of it broke off, so only like a small little piece of it was still in the inner tube. But I found the hole, so we gotta patch it. Got it patched and really hoping that fixes the problem. Really hoping this works. Nope. Still leaking air. Okay, we made it to like an actual town. There should be a store here that sells an inner tube. The thing is, today is Sunday, so everything is closed. We've got to wait until tomorrow. Luckily, I've got this battery here charging this thing, so this thing is always able to at least sort of top this off. If I didn't have a way to charge this thing in between pumps, we'd be in a much harder situation. Don't get me wrong, it does keep dying though. So, oh my God, it's not even close to being inflated enough. Fucking fuck. I got a place, it's 2 miles away, and then we can deal with this tomorrow. Oh, the bike batteries are dead too, so. God damn it. God fucking damn it! I am so fucking done with this bullshit. The bike is so much harder to push with the flat tire. I swear to fucking God. Yeah, this inner tube is absolutely fucked. There might be a small hole in there. Just a little tiny one. But we're not there yet, so we just gotta keep pushing. Go, go, go. Oh, I'm so sorry, bike. The rim is probably fucked up now. I'm trying to get the bike onto the grass so that it's less abrasive toward the rim. You know, it's kind of funny. This is the second time I've had an absolute catastrophic failure with my tires, like a mile before I get to the place I'm staying. Let's go see where our cabin is. Okay, we're in cabin 17. This is how I have been walking my bike for the past like 2 miles. Because we don't have another option. Tomorrow, when stores are open, we're going to have to go to a bike shop, possibly take an Uber to get there, get an inner tube that doesn't fit, overinflate it, and hope that everything doesn't fall apart. You can hear the rim grinding on the fucking pavement. $60 for this cabin. Our place is a little cabin. We have outlets to charge the bike, but I'm not sure how useful that's gonna be. Okay, so what this means is that tomorrow we need to walk to town or maybe get an Uber. I'm not sure if Uber exists in Finland, but we need to go to town and we need to see if they've got an inner tube that fits this bike. If we cannot find an inner tube, the bike is gone. We leave it here, we throw it in the river. There's a nice little lake right there. Light it on fire, I don't know. And then we continue this, which is the backpack, and we go on a bus and we fly home. If we are able to find an inner tube, it will not be an inner tube that fits because the manufacturers of this bike decided that having really big tires looks cool and it's impossible to find inner tubes that actually fit it. So we'll need to get a smaller inner tube, overinflate them, and hope that they don't pop on the way back. Okay, after literal hours of research and emails, the only places to sell an inner tube that will fit this bike do it online. So I would need to order this online. And the delivery times are like 5 to 10 business days. That doesn't work for me because I've got a flight out of here in 5 days. And that still doesn't account for the 4 days it'll take me to ride to the fucking airport. So if I wait here for something to get delivered, I miss my flight. Good morning, everybody. As of last night, I was pretty sure that we were gonna have to leave the bike here because there is not a store in the country that sells an inner tube that fits this bike. But one of my friends on Instagram, he went through, we did a bunch of research, and there might be a way for us to get this bike back to Helsinki. The plan, rather than getting one inner tube that fits the bike, we're gonna get a bunch of inner tubes that don't fit, and we're gonna see if we can like load this thing up with 2 or 3 individual inner tubes and see if we can't get that thing to hold long enough to be able to get this thing to a train station, to put it on a train and then take it to Helsinki. Maybe that'll work. You gotta be fucking shitting me. The store is 6 miles away, so it'll take 2 hours to walk there and 2 hours to walk back. We'll have to be checked out of the cabin by the time that we're walking back. Fucking fuck. I need to walk pretty quick because it'll take 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back, and I have 4 hours to check out of that log cabin. And I still need to fix the tire. 12 miles of walking just to possibly not even fix the bike. Okay, our destination is over there in a warehouse looking building. That is where we're headed, a place called Takmani. Apparently it's a department store, but on their website it says they've got a tire that is sort of similar to the one on my bike. This does not seem like the kind of place that would sell bicycle tires, so I'm a little bit dubious. Now, the tires that they sell here are way too small for my bike, but in my head, I might be able to stick a couple of them in my casing and have them work. All I need to do is make sure that the radius is the same, so 20 inches, and then the individual thickness of them, I can probably stack them together. It looks like they only have 3 of the type that I need, and I was hoping for at least 4. Now these have a different valve type, so I do need to get another air pump, just to be able to pump these things up. Okay, 25 bucks for the tube and the pump. Now I think I want to see if I can call an Uber. Because it's a small city, there is only one Uber driver, and he is charging $27 for a 5-mile trip. Okay, maybe they're not even able to find a ride at all, actually. Yes, there are no Ubers, so we are walking back. So I had to extend my log cabin booking because we are not going to get back in time before they need me to check out. So we're just going to stay there for another day. Okay, rather than going all the way around, I'm going to cut through this forest thing. Probably a bad idea. Yay, forest. Okay, we're back at the campground, and if these 3 inner tubes are not able to get this bike moving again, I don't think this bike is ever leaving. Even if they are able to hold just like the weight of the bike, I'm not sure if the 3 inner tubes will be strong enough to hold my weight at speed. Okay, I'm going to be posting this on TikTok because this is the kind of stuff they like to see, and I don't want to film this twice because my hands are going to be busy, so you guys just get to watch the TikTok version. Okay, I have a very big problem. My inner tube in the back of my bike popped, and I am in the middle of the woods. There is no place to repair this. There is no place to get another tire for this. I need to jerry-rig my way to get this bike 60 miles to the nearest major city. Here's what we're going to be trying to do. I got these generic inner tubes that are way too small for this bike, but I feel like if I pair a bunch of them up and I stick them in the tire, I might be able to inflate them to a pressure that can get this bike moving. Originally, I was planning on filling up 2 inner tubes, one on the left side and one on the right side. The hole on the wheel for the valve stem is in the middle of the bike. If I have these 2 inner tubes in the bike, neither of the valve stem will actually meet in the middle. So instead of 2 inner tubes, I'm going to use 3. I'm going to try shoving 3 inner tubes in the shell on the back of my bike. The reason that I'm having to do all of this bullshit is because the manufacturer of this bike made these tires so big that it is impossible to find an inner tube that actually fits. This is a 20 by 5. The biggest you can typically find on the market is a 20 by 4, but this thing is an inch wider than that. It is literally impossible to find an inner tube that fits this tire anywhere in the country. So let's get this back wheel off and get to work. 3 inner tubes. That won't be a problem. The inner tubes that I was able to get from the store are the correct diameter, but they're much too thin. So I'm hoping 3 of them together are actually able to fill the volume pretty nicely. Yeah, you see the problem? So only this middle inner tube will have its valve stem sticking through right here. The other ones I'm going to have to like bend inward and hope that it doesn't pop right there. Okay, we got our 3 inner tubes, but before we actually put them in the bike, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of friction with the tubes running together, so I'm going to spray them with a lubricant. The goal is to reduce friction in between each of the individual tubes. Okay, 2 inner tubes will go in the shell like this. We'll put the wheel in and then we'll inflate the middle inner tube up until this thing is at a good pressure. Getting everything to fit inside the tire is turning out to be a little bit of a bitch. I am using a little bit of tape to angle the valves down so they don't end up puncturing each other as they go in. Hopefully as it inflates it pushes this down, and hopefully this part doesn't tear. Okay, all 3 inner tubes are now in the tire. The top 2 are inflated, the bottom one isn't. I should be able to fill this up and it should hopefully fill in all of the gaps. Okay, so this is the wheel that we have. I've got to try to get this thing to go like 30 miles to get to the bike store. Tune in next time. The idea did not work nearly as well as I hoped it would. This is what the wheel looks like. It is lopsided as fuck. Like, look at that. But it is better than riding on the rim. I would not be able to ride oh, and it's super not pressurized enough. Super would not be able to ride this if I was using my feet, but because this is an e-bike, I could probably just use the throttle and it'll push through it. It is absolutely ghetto as fuck, but it might save the bike. Okay, this is just a joke. Look at this. So now we just flip it over and see if we are just as fucked as we were yesterday or if we have unfucked ourselves a little bit. Okay, it's not great, but the wheel rolls. So that's something. Now we just grab a battery and see how she rides. Hopefully it doesn't pop under my weight. That's what I'm concerned about, is that it's good when we're stopped, but at speed, the whole thing will come apart. So we just won't go fast. We'll keep our top speed at like 15 miles an hour, just to make sure. It's rough, but it's working. Oh God, it's so rough. Oh no. Bump, 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 bump. It is going to be very unpleasant to ride, but it might make it. So now we get to ride the bike the same distance that I walked today. It took like 4 hours to walk it. It should take like 15 minutes with the bike. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's super uncomfortable, but I think it'll get us there. Okay, one of them popped. I heard it pop. Damn it! Okay, so that is basically on its rim again. It's got the 2 inner tubes in there, but they're not inflated enough to be able to like sustain the bike without the third one. This is why I wanted 4 of them. But this does probably mean the bike is toast. Okay, on second thought, I actually have heard people say that I can fill that thing with grass and have that be like an insulating material. The idea is pretty simple. Grass doesn't pop. So if you fill your tire with grass, your tire won't pop. But theory and execution tend to be different. Okay, I did one side, then I'm gonna put grass in the other side, and hopefully we can fill it up enough. Okay, this is where we're currently at. This is stuffed with grass. It took so much more grass than you would think it would. I was stuffing this for like an hour and a half, but this won't pop. Okay, testing our grass wheel. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, so that idea failed spectacularly. Apparently it gets really hot in there with all of the friction and the things grinding together, and it like exploded out of my tire. The stuff was super hot when I went to touch it before. I've let it set for a bit, but did not work, it turns out. That is not a viable solution. Somebody that you're probably gonna meet at the end of the video, he went and he started calling around people in town to see if any of them had like a fat bike with like an extra tire. He started calling people and he found someone. We're walking over there now and all of our problems might have just been fixed. So this place is it's supposed to be closed right now, but the guy called them and apparently there's a guy here who sells fat tire e-bike inner tubes. Yes, perfect, that's it. And there we go, all of our problems are solved. So now we just go install this and keep riding like this never happened. Like this was just a really bad fucking nightmare. I have walked about 20 miles today back and forth inside that town. My legs are fucking killing me. Yeah, the grass basically just like exploded from the tire. Essentially, all of my plans, all of my attempts, all of my engineering today completely failed. And the only reason that this bike is gonna get moving again is because somebody who watched my video decided to make a call and help me out. That's the only reason. Hopefully this is the last time I need to turn the bike upside down. The grass got all up in my gears too. Okay, got the wheel out. Let's clean it up. In hindsight, what a stupid idea. Oh. This is why it failed. Apparently the inner tube thing did come off and the thing popped. Put the new one on and all of our problems go away. Okay, it's not fully inflated. I can wait for the actual electric inflator for that. This should get us to the grocery store and back. After all that. Okay, let's go get some food. Aside from my basket being bent from all of the time upside down, it's like nothing was even broken. Oh, this is such a superior form of transportation to walking. 21, that means 9 p.m. So that means this place closes in an hour. I'm hobbling again, just like Japan. My flight out of here is Friday at 8 a.m. It is currently Monday, so that means I have 3 days to get there. go back to the cabin and forget that any of this even happened. Okay, when I rode in here earlier last night, I was worried that we were gonna have to leave the bike like right there, but it's fixed and we can keep riding till... Why is my door open? Yeah, I probably just forgot to fucking close the door. I'm cool like that. This place doesn't have a shower, so the first thing we do when we get to town tomorrow is that. Oh, yeah, I got some energy drinks at the store last night. Okay, let's finish out this trip strong. It's raining. It's really hard for me to ride in the rain because the raindrops keep hitting my glasses and making everything blurry. Welcome back to Javiscala. This is the same city where I had to put my sleeping bag in the dryer and beat all of the lumps out of it. The reason that we're here is because Javiscala has a train station which supposedly should accept fat bikes on it, so we can just take this back to Helsinki. There is absolutely no way we would make it back in time if I was trying to ride this to Helsinki. The thing is, I don't know how to get my bike on the train. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go or put it. Okay, if I understand this ticketing thing right, the bike should get its own spot in cabin 4, and then we have our seat in a different place. I've never taken a bike on a train before, and I'm worried that this thing is going to be too big. Hello, do you speak English? Yeah. Where is number 4? Is this one? Yeah. Next door. Thank you. Okay, I think this is the bike location. We're just gonna find out if anybody can play. They want me to hang it up, but that's not happening. Okay, let's find our seat. I stopped at the Pizza Hut in the train station. I honestly don't even know if the bike will still be standing after all of that jostling. Hey, and the bike is still standing. Okay, we have made it to Helsinki. Okay, I'm gonna go drop my backpack and my laptop off at the hostel, and then we're gonna store the bike for the next like 6 or so months. First thing I need to do is I need to figure out how to get this bike out of this platform. So there's lots of stairs. Technically, the bike can go up and down stairs. It's just not very graceful. Okay, let's go drop the bike off in storage. Everybody, this is Jan Michael. He is the entire reason that this bike is here right now. He is the person that called the guy to get the inner tube. He's the person that found the train ticket and made sure that the train would take big bikes, and he's gonna be storing it for the next little bit. Thank you so much. This is entirely because of you. Okay? Come on. In you go.
Back in like 2021 or 2020.
Okay, and then the bike will just be there until we pick it up. Eventually. He gave me a bunch of different like finished foods to take home so I can show my family. Most of them are candy.